Good evening. I know it is very late. I know that, and I don't expect there to be a lot of live viewers along with on with me tonight anyway. So it's all good. I am just stopping by both YouTube and Facebook just as we lead up to the crypto wealth building course that's coming out on Friday, just to kind of give some of my thoughts before the class starts. And if anybody has any questions before then, to answer any questions. So I was thinking, so I was putting together some of the curriculum for the class, and I was online. I was just looking at some of what people are saying about the crypto market right now, and I keep running into so much negativity, so much down talk, so much fear, so much depression, so much disappointment, so many people talking about the bear market. Just it's enough to make you think it's not even worth it. So I named this video, Why Bother with the Crypto Market in the First Place? And I just wanted to share why I bothered and why I'm continuing to bother and why I'm hoping to help lots of people bother with the crypto market. So first of all, it is still possible, to make money in crypto. I'm just looking because I'm sharing the broadcast. But it is still possible. It's still possible to make a great. Let me turn this down. To make money in crypto. I'm just looking. We don't need two of me talking at the same time. But it is still possible to make money in crypto. I'm doing it. It's still possible to turn a profit. It's still possible to create a retirement. It's still possible to do well in crypto. It is still possible to make a living. It's still possible to build a retirement. It's still possible to save for future activities. It's still possible to earn passive income. None of those things have gone away, even though there is a bear market. And my course is going to teach people the specifics of how all of that works. But I know that just looking at the fear and greed index, that there is a lot of fear in the market. And I want to address some of those things and just kind of take away some of the myths along the way leading up to the class. So tonight, one of the things I was going to look at, or what I'm planning to look at tonight, is how people can actually still make money in the market. So when the market is down, you tend to see people run from the crypto space. You know what? Actually, let me back up a little bit. Let me tell you why I'm qualified to even talk about this. So I am a crypto marketing consultant. I don't know who just joined me, but welcome to the broadcast. I am the chief marketing officer for a popular cryptocurrency. I'm also a serial entrepreneur, and I have launched or helped with the launch of multiple businesses, both brick and mortar and virtual businesses. So I'm no stranger to building businesses by far. Just about every form of business strategy that there has ever been, I've already done and either survived, lived through, or limped through. Either way, I know the ins and outs of launching a business and promoting one. And I think there is a great deal of value in the crypto market, even when it's down. And so one of the things that I'm focused on is making sure that as we go through this bear market, people are fully equipped to go through it gracefully and to go through it in a way that equips them to actually build wealth on the other side of it. So tonight I'm sharing 2 ways that you can still make money in the bear market. All right, so what even is a bear market? So obviously there's the bull market. We know what the bull market is. It's when everything in the market is just running, all the charts are green, people are making tons of money, and everybody's happy. Nobody's complaining. People can't sell tokens fast enough. They can't buy fast enough. People everybody wants to invest when the market is up. Nobody's afraid. Nobody's scared of anything. You just see a run towards the market when everything's up. But what if I told you that's the worst time to invest? It's literally the absolute worst time to buy anything. No smart investor buys when things are green. Green candles are not appealing to smart investors. Traders don't buy on green candles, like day traders, swing traders. It's not at all what attracts them to the market. They look for projects that have growth potential, but that are down. Why? Because you can't make money from something that's up when you buy into it, right? Because what comes up must come down. So if something is up and you buy into it on its upswing, then you're only going to catch the fall, right? So the primary way to make money in a bear market is to buy in a bear market. So what you're doing is like stockpiling for your future. So a lot of times we talk about stockpiling when it comes to like things like food, supply, like sundries, textiles, household supplies like paper towels, water, things that like we just want to make sure we don't run out of every month, right? So we stockpile those things in our homes at least for like 4 to 6 weeks. Most families do. But you don't really, I think the average everyday family doesn't think about stockpiling financial resources. A lot of people may have like a box with cash in it under their bed. Like there's usually like some sort of like household cash or a safe in the closet or something of where you keep financial resources in your home, or a safe deposit box at the bank, or just some place where you keep cash, right? So, but stockpiling financial resources is really not a common thought process that people possess, right? And you can do that with a number of financial instruments. I mean, life insurance policies is one way to do it. It's not, investing in any sort of market is not the only way. But obviously, the thing I'm most interested in is crypto. I love crypto. It is literally my favorite thing right now. As many businesses I've been invested in, that's my favorite. Okay, so that is one of the ways to invest, to make money in the bear market, is to take advantage of everything that's down and then buy while it's low. And so while it's lower, you can buy more, so you get more for your money. Excuse me. And then as the prices go up, you have more. It's kind of a basic concept, but it's literally all there is to it. So you buy while it's low. As it goes up, you make more money. It's really no more complicated than that. But it gets complicated when people are making purchases on green candles. They get excited. They get caught up in what's called FOMO, fear of missing out. And they buy when everything is high, and then everything plummets. They lose a bunch of money and they're disappointed. And then they hate the idea of investing. It starts feeling like a wealthy man's game, and that that everybody's priced out. They get a wrong perception of what investing really is. So crypto is actually every man's game, right? There's nobody who's priced out. You can literally buy, you can spend $100 or $50 or $10 and buy billions of tokens, depending on what what you're investing in. And there's a lot of good investments available, even in a bear market. You'll see a lot of people, like if you go to the social sites that are dedicated, that have a lot of crypto presence, you'll find a lot of people who are upset, they're disappointed, that are tired of crypto, or that think that there's just no way that there's ever going to be another bull run again, and they just have so much negative to say. It's because a lot of them bought in a FOMO mindset, where they feared that they were going to miss out on some big growth band of a crypto. And then they ended up losing money when other people sold. Because inevitably, the people who buy at the bottom, when a cryptocurrency goes up, those people are going to sell because they're smart. They're going to take profits. And of course, those green candles are going to turn red. So when you buy, you need to be buying on the red. So if you want to make money in crypto, the best way to make money in crypto is you buy in the red. Simple. But right now, when the market is in this slow, sleepy pace, many people just don't want to bother to figure it out. The excitement, the adrenaline of how the market was just 8 months ago is starting to wear off. And so people aren't as excited. And so they don't think they can, people don't think they can make money. But I have lived over a year on nothing but my crypto earnings, and I know that you can. So anyway, one of the things that's going to happen in the course is you're going to learn how, period. You don't have to be in the course. Nobody says you have to, but you will. So that's one of the things. So the other thing, so that's it, learning how to buy low. So there's a strategy to buy low. It's not simple. It's not hard, but if you don't know what you're looking for, if you don't know how to pick a project, if you don't know how to vet a project to know if it's a safe one or is as safe as can be, then maybe it won't be, the best choice that you can make. But once you find a really good project, the best time to buy it is in a bear market. So one of the two ways that you can make money in a bear market is to buy on red candles, buy when there's a dip, and also another really big secret in that same buying when it's low is buy young projects. Buy when they're very early, buy when there are very few investors, buy when there's hardly anybody invested in the token. The one that I'm CMO of is right now, it's just under 200 holders. That's really amazing because when there's less than 1,000 holders, you have the most potential, even less than 10,000, honestly, you have the most growth potential because it doesn't really hit its stride until, that 10,000-ish holders. So in that window from 1 to 10, even 1 to 10,000 holders, you really just see nothing but growth. You see some sales, because people are going to take profits every time they hit a little bit of a growth spurt. But for the most part, you're going to have lots and lots of growth spurts along the way. Every time you get a chunk of holders, that's a big place of growth for anyone who's been holding from a lower level. So look for projects that are younger and that have fewer holders. So that's one way to make money in a bear market. Okay. So that's a secret that I guess people who are not in crypto don't know. And so that's where you see a lot of big mistakes take place. Again, I'm going to cover that in greater detail in the class, but it's an important one that people tends to end a lot of investing careers right there, investing on green candles. Or people will tell people, hey, come invest, because they will be excited and they'll tell others to come and invest during a time when there's a big bull run. And then all of a sudden everyone sells and it's all just blah and everybody's disappointed. So we want to avoid that. We want to invest smarter and we want to pick better. Okay. And then the second way, again, I'm definitely not going to go into a lot of detail with this, but there's a thing called staking. It's passive income and it's real passive income. So anytime you have a token that you've purchased and that you've invested in, you want to find a way to do staking. So you want to find a staking pool for it and get it all staked so that it can, even in a bear market, can be earning you reflections and additional revenue. So those are two ways that you can earn money in a bear market. I currently use Brew Labs to stake my tokens, but there's other staking pools. I also use Shiba Swap. Sorry, I almost drew a blank there, but I use Shiba Swap also to stake my tokens. Mostly, well, actually, just my Shiba Inu tokens are staked there. So. But there's lots of other options that you can use. That's a good way to take just your regular bag of tokens, not do anything with it, and just watch it grow on its own. It really does grow. So if you know anything about interest at a bank and making the money that you have get bigger without doing anything to it, it's the same concept. It's just digital currency instead of paper money. So that is 2 little tips about making your money grow in a bear market. So the crypto bear market right now, it is very distressing for many people. They don't like it. They hate it. Everybody's complaining. The economy is down. It is unnerving to some extent to a lot of people, even me. Sometimes when I look at the way things are going, it's like, whoa. But at the end of the day, this is the time to stockpile. And I encourage people to do that. So all throughout this week, as we get closer to the class, I'm going to give little tips just to kind of get people ready for what's going to happen in the class. I'm looking forward to all of you being there. I don't expect people to jump on these lives. These are just quick tidbits that you can watch. You can come back and watch later. Look, if you're enrolled in the class, look for a link to be coming later this week that's going to get you in access to the private group and the Zoom link for the live instruction that's coming on Friday. So I look forward to seeing you. I'll see you again tomorrow and have a good night. Bye.